heavy head. He's trying to get comfortable.
Trying to get settled.
He is a permanent fixture now.
He is. He likes being the star.
He likes being on. Mr. Rummy, look at the crowds. He's like, no, give me time. I don't want to look at them right now.
I need to get my mojo flowing, huh, Rummy?
I feel like we need one of those beginnings where people like move really fast and talk really fast and
really
up and down and we're not good at that.
We'll have to work on that.
Who are you?
Hi guys. Well, first, this is the LegacyKnitz podcast. This is episode 17.
17.
My name is Chelsea.
My name is Sue.
Daughter.
Mother.
That's our shtick.
Gorgeous day here, coming to you from Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I still like to know where people are.
Yeah.
I forget that piece.
Mm-hmm.
I just assume everyone knows where we live.
I know. And they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't.
I have a present for you.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
My Periscopers were like, tell us. And I was like, no, I can't tell you. And then they were like, surprise, Chelsea. Make her open it on the podcast.
Oh,
okay, close your eyes. I'm going to put it in front of you.
Okay.
Okay, open your eyes and open it. You're going to die.
It's moving!
You're going to die.
So you showed this to your Periscope?
No, they wanted to see it too.
I wish I had this before. The 4 seasons of Moomin.
And
Valley.
I think I ordered one more, and the UPS man came to the door with the box. You have to keep that. Look at how cute that is.
Guys.
Look at how cute that is.
Okay.
Came to the door, because it came in 2 boxes. Don't ask me why. Same time, same everything.
Wait, one mug came in 2 boxes?
No, I have one too coming.
Oh.
And he said, I'm not sure if you're going to want to accept this one, because it was like, you could tell it was so broken.
Oh.
So broken. So you can pick when mine comes.
We'll look at them both.
Somebody tagged that me. Did they tag you too at the moment?
Maybe I totally
saw
missed
them.
it.
I ran to Amazon. Some of them are outrageous. Like, there was one for $100 that I really wanted.
They're God,
These were only $20. And if you're Prime, it was free shipping. Obviously, the free shipping didn't really work because mine came all broken. I think mine is... Which one is this?
This is the 4 seasons. Is what it says.
So is it all 4 seasons on one, or is this... I think this is just one of the seasons. So this might be summer, and I think I ordered spring.
God!
You're welcome.
Oh, I love it!
Hysterical.
Oh my God.
They were like, tell us. So they're probably all like... They probably forgot by now, because honestly, I almost forgot.
Oh my God.
Look at this box.
I know.
That is just a piece of art in itself.
I feel like we need to use those for something so fun. Yeah, look, she's knitting. She's knitting.
I love Moomins. I'm obsessed with Moomins.
So fun.
There is Moomin stuff everywhere.
I
could have spent a fortune ordering Moomin mugs.
I feel like I need to, have you ever seen the show?
No.
Me neither.
We have to Google it.
We need to get on board with that. You guys, look at how cute this is.
I love it. It was so hard to pick one. Although I tried to stay in the $20 range because they were crazy.
I wonder if they're vintage or something. That's the ones that are so expensive.
And so expensive. The one for $99 was big, and it was black and white.
Whoa.
It was gorgeous. I loved
just as much.
I loved it. You're welcome. So mine is all broken. And I was
did you open it at all?
No, because I was like, do I have to accept that? He was like, no, I'll send it back damaged.
Oh, good.
So I don't know if they automatically will send me another one.
Well, that's a good question.
I know. Anyways.
We can share this one until yours comes.
Yeah, it's okay. You drink hot. I drink cold.
Oh, well, that was such an exciting way.
Speaking
of that, I'm drinking coffee today, as always.
It's early. We were semi-discussing how difficult it is to podcast on a Sunday morning, because on a Sunday morning I don't get up, and not that I ever get dressed fancy, but this is like a Sunday uniform.
This is it.
And I noticed the past 2 weeks plus many of my Periscopes I was wearing striped. So I thought I got to break out of the stripe thing. I'll wear it tomorrow morning, don't worry. So yeah, it's hard. Who cares?
Yeah.
This is who we are.
Some Sundays will be harder than others, and we were also saying with me moving and our format changing, the schedule might change as well, so we're just going to kind of feel it out and see what works best for us.
Well, It's like gorgeous out today, so it's hard to, because this takes a lot of time. As much as we enjoy it, it does take time. So we thought we've got to make it at a time where it won't eat up a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Not that we'll allow it to eat up a whole day, but it takes time. It takes time. Anyways. We're here.
That was a fun way to start. I'm so excited about my mug.
Oh my
I feel
God.
like I should put it somewhere so that people can see it.
Right there.
Right here. It'll just be hard when I'm showing my knitting, but let's put it
How
there.
about right amongst our
Right in the middle.
healthy
Our
emergency snacks?
Yeah.
That might work. We'll try.
There we go. Yeah, we're eating Smarties.
Yeah, we're really not. We just
the
had
Canadians.
nothing.
Yeah,
We have nothing in the cupboards again. Darn it. I gotta go to the groceria.
Mm-hmm. I just had some eggs and Vegemite toast.
Yeah, I had some Irish soda bread. It was good.
Yeah, so.
I'm so tired of my own cooking, and I just...
It's time for change.
Nothing tastes good. So today we're having marinated grilled chicken. That will taste really good. We haven't had it in a long time.
Yeah, that will be really yummy.
And marinated grilled chicken.
That sounds perfect.
That could be it. That's all I would need. Why do you need a vegetable too?
Grilled chicken.
Anyways, let's talk knitting.
Let's talk some knitting.
There's some exciting things going on.
So, yeah, should we talk Ravelry group?
Yes, you talk numbers.
So, our Ravelry group, for anybody... So, that's the other thing we forgot to do. Sorry, we're a little scatterbrained today. For anybody that is new, welcome. This is a primarily knitting, also...
There's a revolution going on right now. Let's just say that out loud.
Yeah.
It's big.
So we have stitching now, crafting of any sorts. We kind of stick to those two, knitting and stitching
we do. There's a lot of other things that will come in as time goes on.
Yeah. But so that's who we are. So thank you for any newcomers. Welcome back to anybody who's coming back. We are so happy that you chose to spend your morning with us.
We both have some odd hair things going on.
Yeah,
You've got something over there, and I've got something here.
I just showered.
Me too. Let's just let it go. We're looking good.
Guys, you're getting us on our Sunday
best.
So, a Ravelry group. For anybody that would like to go join, it is the LegacyKnitz Nerds. Nerds is spelled Knerdz. Right now we have over 1,200 members, which is so cool.
So cool.
Holy moly.
I'm so bad at going over there. Do you know holy moly is a very common phrase amongst podcasters?
I know, you mentioned that once.
It makes me laugh. Can I just mention one other thing that we all do? And I thought I was the only one that did it. Mm-hmm. When I say thank you, I say it 3 times.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Tons of people do that.
A lot of people do the triple thanks.
Tons. I always thought I was unique. Yeah. I'm not.
I say it 3 times, but I say it 3 times because you say it 3
times. They're all copying me, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Probably not. Probably not.
I'm pretty sure they've been doing it long before me.
Probably.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
It's just a nice rhythm to it.
Yeah.
That must be why it's so common. Go ahead. Keep changing the subject.
That's okay. So 1,200 members. Awesome, so cool. We have a knit-along going on, or a stuffy-along going on right now. The hashtag is LKSAL16. Stands for LegacyKnitz Stuffy Along 2016. Yeah. And we have, I think it's somewhere around like 117 finished objects in the thread right now, which is so cool because we still have another 2 weeks to go.
2 weeks. And they're all terrific.
They're so cute.
And the thing is, if you want to join, you have 2 weeks. You can do like a lot of them. They're not huge. They're adorable little stuffies.
It's just to get you to try.
It's just to get
your first stuffies.
Enter you into the world of stuffies.
Yeah. I still haven't even really entered. I just have a little nubbin of a stuffy, which I'll show.
It's so cute.
So yeah, thank you for everyone that's participating. If you would like to go over and join, there is plenty more time. So
plenty, and we've got some great prizes, which we've been sharing through the weeks, and we got 2 new ones in this week.
Yeah. Do we want to show those as long as we're on the
topic? Let's show them.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, the lovely, because that is what I call her.
The lovely.
The lovely. She knows exactly who she is right now. She's like, oh, they're going to talk about me. Yes. Not really. She's probably not even watching. Yes, she is. The lovely Seashore Sharon. Hey, Sharon.
Mm-hmm. She's the best. And everybody, when we received our bags from Sharon when we went down to do knit,
everyone wanted them.
Was raving about them because her stuff is truly amazing.
It's gorgeous. And she just does it for the love of doing it. The note was lovely as usual. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Oh, and look at it. Look at this. Look at, I'm showing Chelsea. This Made by the seashore. I wish it would said
Handmade by Seashore.
by the lovely.
The lovely.
She's gonna have to look at this bag, you guys. Oh, it is precious.
It's so
such
cute.
a nice size. It's
the exact same bag that we received, just with different fabric. It's great.
It's so stuffy along. It's just whimsical,
Perfect.
beautiful, fun, and I believe in this little thing here. There's probably something that she shared with us because she's the bestest.
My little strawberries.
Strawberries. It's going on my blanket. I've been waiting, Sharon. It's been killing me.
Yeah, they've been sitting here all week.
Yes.
Been dying to use them.
So that is a new one. And
yes, so that'll be a prize.
Oh my gosh, I showed my Periscope people this, and I can never, ladies, I know exactly who you are, but I can never remember the name of your company, and I want to tell people. Toad Hollow. It's
Toad Hollow.
Mary Beth and Helen. They have an Etsy shop called Toad Hollow. They're out of New Jersey. Oh my goodness.
So
Look
beautiful.
at this.
It's like vintage Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the
Look
Pooh.
At that, too.
I know. That's
their
Their
tag.
little logo. And these holes are for kind of like a yarn ball. That's how I'm understanding it. Like a yarn ball, like you can thread. So that if you're, I don't know, on an airplane, on a train, it stays nice and... I'm becoming obsessed with drawstring bags.
You know who's making drawstring bags right now?
Yes.
The lovely Shannon.
The lovely Shannon.
Everyone's around the lovelies.
I call her Shannon Mariah.
Shannon.
Not really, I call her Shannon.
Shan fans? Yeah, she's making some bags. I don't know if she's planning on selling them, but she's making drawstrings just like that. And I love them.
I think
You're
she
right.
is planning on selling them. She
Which
said
is
she
awesome.
wasn't. Now she is. And I think that's a good thing.
But we have... The fabric is beautiful.
It's... Oh, okay, so we should... As long as we're talking Toad Hollow...
Yes.
Because they sent us the best. Okay, wait. Let's do it together. You can put... Roma, look at the screen.
Mommy, what's this?
Roma.
What's this
Okay.
over here? What's this?
Let's go. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Look at what they made for us. This is a
little yarn squishy
Mr. Romo.
face.
Again.
How? Yep. We have our little holes back here. Oh, see, I'm using my bag, so I feel...
Oh, yeah.
But look at little sugar skulls.
How well do they know us?
They're perfect.
They're perfect.
I just...
Oh,
You guys, thank
you. I just love them. I think they're adorable.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, oh, should I save mine for Christmas knitting because it's a little Christmassy?
Well, you
I
can
don't
always...
think so. No, I don't think so. I'm not a saver.
No. Well, and you can always take whatever you have in there during Christmas time out and put Christmas knitting in there.
By the time I hit Christmas time, I'm not doing Christmas knitting.
No.
Maybe a little.
Thank you.
Thank you, you guys. So thoughtful.
Yes. I keep it
So
with me
thoughtful.
everywhere I go.
And it's hysterical because, and the thing is, because Romo is always on your lap,
yeah,
that's Romo right there.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we got a question in our Ravelry thread on our Ask Us Anything thing, asking what type of dog Romo is, and the easy answer is I don't know.
The best little dog in the whole wide
Yeah,
world.
we rescued him, so he doesn't shed, so I would venture to say he's some kind of a non-shedding dog. We don't know.
You know what, though? What's really, really funny? We have a neighbor who has the identical dog, just a little heavier, who's not from around here. So, and there's so many dogs that look like him.
Yeah, well, and a lot of them have a niece I know look a lot like him. There are a bunch of different breeds where we'll see them and we'll be like, oh, well, maybe he's this. But then there's another completely different breed and we're like, oh, no, maybe he's this. So we really have no idea.
He's adorable.
Yeah, he's just a little monkey.
Most dogs that aren't purebreds are adorable.
Yeah.
And they also have fantastic personalities usually. Although, let's just say it out loud, Izzy's a little more mellow than he is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's mellow when he's on his own, like this right now.
Yeah.
When he's in my lap, he's fine. But if there is...
another dog, like right now, if Izzy walked in, you would think he turns into a pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't hurt her because he's
No.
not capable. Because Izzy's head is the size of his whole body.
So
he doesn't realize.
yeah. He thinks that he's her size.
Yeah.
So that's the answer to that question.
That's the answer.
Should we do one? So I wanted to mention the blanket blitz, especially because we were already just talking about Shannon anyway.
Yes.
I'm going to pull up my email that I have because I want to make sure I get the details right. So, first off, Shannon hosts the Sockcetra podcast. Second off, look at that blanket.
Sorry.
And she is doing a blanket blitz cal. And so you have to go over to the Sockcetra Ravelry group. That's where she's hosting it. She's not doing an FO thread because if she were doing an FO thread, there would just be a million of them because the squares are like this big and you can finish a million of them.
Doesn't only have to be a square though.
Yes, that's right. So
it can be it's like anything miniature.
Small. Yep.
Like a mini sock, a mini sweater, mini hat.
Yep.
Mini anything.
Yep. And so it starts April 8th, or it started April 8th. It ends May 31st. So that's a long time, you guys.
And if it started April 8th, I can use my squares from last week.
Yeah. 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 So, and she's going to be doing giveaways. I think hang on, I can actually tell you. So she said she's going to draw from the chatter thread and from the hashtag thread on Instagram. So as you're finishing up your squares or your mini socks or your mini hats, make sure you use the hashtag #BlanketBlitzCal because that's where she's going to be pulling for prizes.
And we'll put it down there.
Yeah,
in her last podcast I just watched, her most recent one, she just released it. She goes into detail because I purposely was listening thinking I want to participate with my blanket because I'm obsessed. And it started out being 40 things, like using 40 minis. And she completely changed that to whatever.
Whatever you want.
Whatever. I'm going to stick with 40 because I'm super competitive and driven, and I have a problem.
The standard has been set.
I'd like to reach 50, to be honest with you.
I think you should do it.
I'm going to try.
Buckle down. So, yes, I wanted to make sure that we told you guys about that because we will both be participating, and it's fun. Who doesn't like working on their blanket? And if you haven't started one, what better excuse?
If you haven't started one, you don't watch me because let's just say it out loud. Nutmeg Meg, who gave us all those minis, who said, I'm going to give these to you because I would never make a blanket. Never would I make a blanket. Well, Meg's making a blanket.
You got you, Meg.
Girl. I gotcha.
We're so happy.
There's no one that can say no to that. It's such an amazing project. Should we go right into the blanket?
Let's do it.
Okay.
We're on that train anyway.
Because last night I laid mine on our bed, and we have a king size bed, and I wanted to see how much it covered width-wise. Yes. I have 24 squares.
This is only 24 squares, you guys.
Wide. 24 squares wide. Sorry.
I was going to say, there's no
So it needs to... No. Is it 24 or is it 12? Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Rewind. 12 squares. Thank God, because I was like, I can't do more than that. So it's 12 squares. So it's going to be 24 squares by 24 squares, which I believe came up to be, if I remember right, Dad said 576.
Sounds right.
So I believe I'm almost to 76. So I only need 500.
A measly 500.
Squares. Why is that not daunting to me? Dad was like, whoa, you're going to be bringing that to your grave. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to finish it in a year.
Like you said, you are competitive.
10 blocks a week. I could have this done by this time next year, probably. A little more than 10.
And let's be honest, you're going to go through spurts where you want to make more than 10 a week.
Absolutely. But then you know where I'll get into that messiness of, well, I did 20 last week, so now I won't do any for 3 weeks.
Right. Set the standard.
I have to try. So I'm trying to think how, I don't know if there's a way to, like right now I'm documenting for Shannon's by having my progress keepers on, but I was doing them weekly originally, like every week I took them off. I don't know. I feel like Shannon won't require that close of documentation. But I'm just going to write each week at the end of the week what, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So this week, what have I been doing? I've been putting in my Haverland. Oh my gosh.
That we showed you guys last week.
They are to die for. So you want to know my method? It really doesn't matter, but I want to share it.
I'm curious because for people that are just starting.
Yeah, because it's all about wrapping the skeins, because some come in skeins, some don't. But when I know I have to wrap them, I get this, like, see, I just set up this pink one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the ball is, right here. It's way under there, I can't do it. I set that up, so when I get a few more rows in, I'll stop and I'll wind the next one. So that there's so smart. It's really bizarre, but it's like no this rhythm time. For me. Yeah. Like I don't have to go, oh, I can't start the next one because I don't have it. It's kind of like starting the second sock right away.
Yeah.
You're just prepared. Mm-hmm. Haverland yarns, you guys, if you haven't used them.
They're fun. I know.
In a way, this is so ridiculous for me to say. In a way, I wish I knew what the colors were on the skeins they gave us. But let's be honest, I would have taken them off and put them down and not remembered. Yeah, so that was ridiculous.
At least you have
a large swatch.
Yeah, exactly. So you can go on her website and you can easily match that up. Or let's be honest, Carol, we're going to message you.
Carol will message you.
That's all.
Because I love your yarn, Carol, and thank you. What a treat. Because then I had this brilliant idea. I could go on about this blanket for the entire hour. Then I had this idea that I wanted every indie dyer in my blanket.
Ooh. So, wow, do you have a whole list? Like, how would you...
I think I have to start thinking about it, because I already have quite a few.
You do? You have a lot.
I have Mint Rain, I have Haverland, I have Desert Vista Dye Works, I have the lovely Allie of Savvy Skeins, I have a lot of hers. Juliana from Juliana Fibers. Mm-hmm. Look at this one. Isn't that one fantastic?
That's beautiful.
This, I believe, is an old opal.
Okay.
I have a ton of it. I'm going to put it in some mini skein swaps. Ooh. And right now, actually, over on Periscope, I'm having a mini skein swap, which the thread is going to be locked tomorrow morning. So if you're not a member over there and you want to be in a swap, it's the Knit 24 fan group.
And Ravelry groups.
Yeah. I probably will lock it either later today or tomorrow morning.
So by the time this is posted,
it might not even be. Let's just forget about that. Next time. We'll do it again. Yeah. And we actually have some plans coming up for one that we won't discuss yet because we have to chat with other people about the details that we're super excited about.
So excited.
So, last thing I'm going to say, and then I promise I'm going to stop. I am working on the complete ladder.
Yes.
So, I am building the ladder and what that means is I'm laddering it up or staring it up like this. It's keeping me very motivated, and it's...
Because you always have something to fill in.
Yes, and it's helping me stay focused on... I don't spend a ton of time picking out what's going where, but I spend enough time with it. So here I have to do these two next to be able to create this ladder.
I love it.
And it also makes it grow really fast.
Do you ever square it off?
I don't.
Never?
No, and I feel like you're a square-offer.
I so am.
It depends on your personality. My personality needs to see growth fast. Yes, I do square it off on this end.
Wait,
this is the square right here.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to grow it from there. So
yes.
Yeah, enough about the blanket.
Oh, but
people are going to be like, look at how
it
took me a long time to gather it.
I know.
Because it's super big. Go ahead.
Oh, it's one of those like cozy...
So that's been a huge part of my week.
I know.
Well, two things have been happening this week. Yeah. The other one will come at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It's huge. Yeah. Not really.
It's huge.
It is huge. It's fun.
So after we talked about the blankets last week, I said that was going to be my Sunday night knitting, and then my Sunday night knitting turned into during the week knitting.
You got a lot done.
I got, I think, 8 or 9 square, which mine are much small. Mine are half the size of Mom's. No, not at all. But they're definitely a little less time consuming. So I did this one here, which was Meg's sock blank.
I was wondering why you put it back.
Because
you had done it. Oh, I thought it was over there.
No.
There's another one over there?
Maybe. We'll just keep switching back and forth as the colors change.
That one is. Darn, I forgot about that one.
But so this was from the sock blank from Meg. This is Chili Knits. Chelsea's So Fresh.
And Haverland has one similar to that, but down a tone.
Yes, I saw that as you were. Where is it?
Right here. It reminded me of it, but down a tone.
A little more muted.
Love it.
Yeah, it's very similar. This is Arnie and Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. This is 3 Irish Girls.
I haven't used 3 Irish Girls yet. I have it though.
You haven't used it?
No, because I haven't made anything with mine yet.
You've got to make it. This one I'm not sure.
I'm not either.
I grabbed it from my bag. I liked the colors.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
So I did that whole row, and then I did these 3 as well. So this is the oh god, Smith & You Marianne sock base. This is what I made my Dumbledore's Christmas stockings with from Shannon again. And this one, I don't know. You passed this one on to me.
Because I feel like I have that in mine recently. Mm-hmm. Both of those next two, I think.
Yeah.
Because if you have a 10-gram ball, it's enough for one of my big blocks and one of your small blocks.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
So I did run out, though, so you can kind of see...
Would have never remembered that.
You can't see it through the camera. Maybe you can. I don't know.
A little tiny...
Just a little tiny corner, so I just filled it in with a little bit of pink.
It's so funny. You would never know because it gets smaller and smaller, so it would group like that anyways.
Yeah. So I made it work. And then this one, again, Mom passed it on. I'm not 100% sure.
I love that one.
Me too.
To me, that's peas and carrots.
Ooh,
right?
I like that.
That's what it is. Peas and carrots.
I like that.
It's beautiful.
So those I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did 8.
Yeah.
I did 8 last week.
The other thing about these blankets, they really speak to your personality. Like, I love how your directions don't matter at all to you. They're everywhere. And mine all go one way. And I don't think I'm a type A personality, but I'm a very symmetrical design person. So to me, that's pleasing to my eye. Although I have to say that is so pleasing to my eye. But working on it might mess with my head a little because of the symmetry that I really like. And see, so when I go through areas where they're all in the same direction for a long time, it kind of drives me bonkers. Yeah. I'm like, how can I switch one of these sets facing the other way? I know, because you're so much more, whatever. I don't even, and I'm kind of whatever too, but symmetry for me is big. For sure. In design. For huge. Sure. I was going to say one more thing about mine. I forgot. Oh, you can also tell, like, my beginning is a lot of my old yarns in the big basket. Yeah. You can see how I changed and became much more light and fun. And it's like a time frame. Yeah, it really it speaks to that. Look at these two. They're crazy. Those are gorgeous. I don't even remember what yarn that is, but I love it. So this speaks to my beginning sock knitting, and this speaks to my sock knitting now. Currently. Even though some of these are just minis, it's the ones I'm really drawn to. For sure. So, honestly, I could do every podcast, every week, all about the blanket. I know. It's going to be called All About the Blanket. All About the Blanket, guys. And I even last night, as I was sitting there working on this... Oh, she puts me to shame. I don't. Again, it's something about... It's you. I don't know what it is. See, now that to me is so funny because I'm so whatever when it comes to that part, and you're so... I need to have the ends woven in. Like, so it was starting to drive me bananas. Because it doesn't Justin, feel... there was a little pressure from him now that we're saying that. What the heck? He was like, you could... Aren't you guys going to start weaving in those ends? And we both went, no. I looked at him and went, no. I'm sorry, what? What? Where is your blanket? Yeah. We got to get him started because he would love it. I know. He swears he won't, but let's refer him to Meg. Yeah. He has 2 pairs of socks on the needles right now, and he was always, I'll just knit 1 pair of socks at a time. I'm just going to be very leisurely. This is going to be... How's his magic loop going? Excellent. He was so you. Yeah. Why do I need to learn this? Yeah. No, I don't want to do this one. He was. And I was like, that's what Chelsea said. And I'm addicted. You're addicted. So I am too. Yeah. And he's knitting with Madeline Tosh sock yarn in the Earl Grey colorway right now. Can I tell you, we left brunch yesterday and we got in the car and he's like, so what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. We'll go home, relax. Like, we don't really have anything. He goes, do you think we'd have time to go to the knitting store? And I was like, wait, you want to go to the knitting store? And he's like, I mean, do you have stuff that you need to get there? I mean, if you want to go, we can go. And I was like, no, let's go. So he wanted to go. How lucky are you? It was crazy. So anyway, he'll start. He's obsessed. He'll start a blanket. He'll be stealing our minis. No. I'm really. Yeah, I'm possessive with my minis. I love them. That's gorgeous.
I'm so excited about it. So I started, so just so you guys can see, I started weaving in my ends was the moral of that story last night because I wanted to, and thank you. So I still have a little bit more to go, but I think for me, it doesn't feel like I'm done with it until the loose ends are tied up.
You do it with socks, too.
Yeah.
You do it with socks. I don't. I wish I did. That's just like when I look at my office, which was so clean last week. It's impossible
okay.
for me.
But
It's
okay.
impossible.
I'm going to put my strawberry on my blanket while we're sitting.
I'm going to put it on my next block that I'm doing. I'm so excited to work on that later. I don't know what I'm going to do today.
I don't either.
Part of me wants to clean.
Ooh.
I know, when the weather's so nice.
Although, yeah,
that'll be
I do
gone
understand
soon.
that.
I'm sure. Like, I'd love to open all the windows. Look at us talking like there's no one out there watching.
Are you guys watching?
I'd love to open all the windows today and let the fresh air in. And
It's okay. Roma will entertain them while
his
we talk. He
head,
does not want to be facing the camera.
His head is just super heavy today again.
So that was one of our big
Yeah.
works in progress for this week.
I only have 2. I did very little knitting this week because I'm kind of obsessed with something else.
Yeah, you are.
So
kind of
you
obsessed.
go again.
So I'll show 2 of my sock whips.
Look at that bag.
I know. I've been housing all of my sock whips in this bag.
I love that bag. My friend Cindy, I feel like Cindy might watch.
I think she might too.
Cindy, we love our bags.
Hi, Cindy.
Mine are hanging up there. You'll see.
Yeah. This one I have all the time with me.
It's a perfect size.
It's huge.
It's a
so I can
perfect
fit
size.
3 to 4 sock whips plus the cakes of yarn in here.
Yeah. Oh, I love those socks.
So I'm on my second sock here. I thought I was going to finish this by today for you guys.
It's
you saw these
beautiful.
last week.
You got a lot of knitting done this
I
week.
kind of did. It didn't feel like it because they were just
I
socks.
didn't feel like
but,
it either.
So I think I'm like 4 rows away from starting the toe. I'm using Haya
I love them.
1.5 Magic
Love
Loop.
them.
Little octopus progress keeper.
Yeah.
You can see.
I love that one.
Me too.
I have the starfish.
Yes,
the same.
you do. Mm-hmm.
I should remember who gave those to us. Darn
I think Vicky did.
it. I do too. I do too.
So yeah. And you know what I was noticing last night is look at how perfectly they match.
I love them. I love the little bit of pooling around that area.
Yep.
They are beautiful.
Thank you.
They shimmer.
And everybody's been asking what kind of yarn this is. I mentioned it last week. I've said it a million times on my Instagram, but it is Stitched Together Studios Toxic Nebula colorway and their sock base. Their sparkle sock base.
I need it. We need to go back down to Do You Knit.
I know. Because she gets a lot of this in. So.
I know. I need you to be a little closer, Karen.
Or we need a private jet. One or the other.
Or driver.
Or a driver.
Because then we'd have hours to knit.
That's true.
We'll be back. Don't worry. She's not worried. At all.
At all. So that was one of my works in progress, which I was hoping it was going to be an FO, but it isn't. The other one was a new cast-on last week. It's another blueberry waffle. I didn't start my second one with my homespun house yarn yet. I don't know why. I just didn't cast it.
Which one are you making?
With
I know.
Mirth, the Koigu Heels and Toes.
Yes. Oh, yes. So you didn't? Is that not even cast on yet? Oh, that's
not
all right.
Even cast on yet.
That's all right. You're gonna have a lot of socks for your box of socks.
I know, which I'm gonna go purchase after we're done here. I'm gonna go take a little drive. Yes, I'm using Madeline Tosh sock base, Tosh sock in the Sugar Plum colorway. I bought this
Dreamy.
I think Christmas time. I'm using Chowgu 1.5, size 1.5 Magic Loop.
Which so many people don't like, and you are loving.
I'm enjoying it a lot. It's like a little frame around
because of the stiffer needles. I'm going to do them on my next one. Or stiffer, I didn't mean
cord.
needles.
Yeah.
I like that cord.
I kind of do too. It took me a while to get used to it, but now that I am used to it, I really enjoy it. But it's also not to say that I don't like the Hayas. It's like when I put these down and pick these up, I'm like, oh yeah.
See, that's how I feel between the Hayas and the Sock Rockets. I enjoy them both.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy them both.
Well, somebody mentioned, because we talked about needles a lot in our last episode, and on the bottom in the comments of the YouTube, mentioned that she loved her Chowgus, and I had these sitting brand new, like for probably a month and a half on my knitting table.
If I have any.
Maybe.
I gotta look.
And so I messaged her back and I was like, you know what? I'm going to cast on a pair of socks. And I put down my phone and I picked up the needles and some of my stash yarn and I cast them on. So I'm doing blueberry waffles. I did a little bit of a shorter leg with this.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
People are obsessed with them right now.
I feel like they're just kind of being rejuvenated at this point.
It's just like the Hermione's.
Yeah. They're fun.
It comes in waves, and you can see the very distinct waves of both. It's hysterical.
It's crazy. And then I did the Eye of Partridge Hill. I'm obsessed.
You're obsessed with that one.
I
love
am.
it. I love it. I'm just lazy.
Yeah. And then I did the
don't even know how to do that.
The square, which is really hard because I do a thicker square because I do 56 stitches. They're not even. It's hard to describe.
I love it.
It's really hard to see too. But anyway, this is my first sock. I'm hoping to finish this one maybe today. I don't know.
I love it. I know. I cannot figure out what I'm going to do today, and I feel like it's going to end up being nothing. I feel like it's one of those days. All right. Should I show my... Again, I have no finished objects. Oh, I thought the needle fell off.
Oh, no.
I didn't even... I didn't do a lot, but I dropped and turned the heel. Same thing.
Wow.
Magical Molly's yarn. I
love
every minute of working on this. I think I shared this in one of my morning scopes, Earthquake. This is one of those projects. I have never, ever, ever said this, that I'm going to be sad to finish. Because I'm enjoying the process between the needles, the yarn, and the pattern. It's perfection. This is perfection when it comes to knitting.
And your preferences.
Yes. Everything about it is what I enjoy.
Yeah.
Everything.
And I actually honestly kind of feel that way about these too. I was thinking about that last night. When I'm not able to just like knit on these, I'm going to be really sad.
Yeah. So that's all the knitting I have for the week.
Well, then I will
That's nothing.
I will be
Don't
quick.
you worry. I have not been wasting time though.
No, she has not. So, I did cast on my stuffy finally because I'm late to the party for our own freaking knit along. What is wrong with
And mine
me?
is still headless. I've got to get on that because somebody posted a finished one.
Of that same exact thing?
Yes, it was so beautiful. And I thought, pick it up now. No, I didn't.
No.
It's not that I'm not enjoying it. This is very typical for me. 80%, put it down.
Put it down.
Looking at her shawl, put it down.
Oh my gosh.
At 80%. It's been so on my mind. I've got to pick it up again because I love it.
Someone just finished theirs. Sarah.
I know.
Stevens did.
I know. I'm the worsted.
This is my stuffy, guys.
And what are you making? Love the yarn.
I'm making one of Rebecca Danger's. I forget which one.
Monster.
One of her monsters, and I'm using my little. Taylor, I think is her name.
Yes, Taylor.
Modified Crafts is her Etsy store.
Mine is on my blanket. I love it.
So cute.
I love when I get to move them around.
Little
ivory elephant.
Yeah. So that's what I'm using. I'm using marbles.
The best.
Which are awesome for this. And I also need to go get myself, I don't know. It needs to be on circulars at some point too.
Does it?
Yeah. That's what the pattern calls for. So I need to figure that out.
It'll just go faster. You could still use those.
Yeah, they said to switch it. Oh, so they said.
Prime example of how important the flexibility is when you're using. This is a heavy yarn.
It is.
And really, truly, if you had stiff needles, like this makes a difference. One of these times, really, Julie's going to go snap.
Oh.
You're going to be like, really, Mom? You broke my needles.
Whatever.
So yeah.
I can't find the pattern of the picture, but I'm doing one of the
monster.
Yeah, one of the monsters. One of like the block style monsters where they have like the teeth. The funky teeth.
So what are you going to make? Is it felt teeth?
I think so. I think I'm going to go to Joanne Fabrics and just get like a little piece of white felt.
I have good felt though. I have felted wool, like good stuff.
You do?
Yeah, from my rug hooking.
But like big blocks of it?
Oh.
Bolts. Oh!
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that felt. I mean, that felt, once I became a rug hooker, that felt is just, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Just funny.
Well, so then I have some felt to make the teeth with. I'll probably do X's for eyes. Little black X's and a belly button. You could put real eyes. Those. I could put googly eyes.
Googly eyes.
Oh, wait, which were you talking about?
The ones that have, like, the safety backs.
I don't know what those are.
Yeah, they have them up the Creative Vibe numbers, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll have to brainstorm about that, but this is the progress.
You could have an eye just in the middle.
Ooh,
You could do
like
so
that.
many things with a monster.
I like that.
Yeah. You could make him or her a little necklace.
Oh my gosh, I can't even wait now.
I know, dress up that monster.
So I need to really work on this. I cast it on a whim. I didn't even think I was going to cast it on the night that I did. So.
And you did well starting with that small of an amount, because that's hard to do.
It was not fun,
No.
but for some reason I was feeling very patient that night. Wow. I don't know why. Something overtook me. So unusual. So that's my other thing that I've been working on. And then I just wanted to share one of my cast-ons for this week that is going to be for this week. Because I just can't keep myself from casting things on, even though I have 8 million. Did I touch my featherweight? No.
Oh, I want to start mine.
Yeah.
The Hitafude.
What do you think?
I don't know. I must not be ready because I haven't ripped it out yet. Because I think I'm going to have to rewash, reskein, so it's not all kinked. It's a lot of work. Periscope says no, and I'm like, I don't know.
It all depends on if you wear it.
I know. It's not me. We're rambling.
So, I'm going to be casting on... Oh, shoot. No, this is good. This won't give anything away. This cowl.
I've wanted to make this forever.
Mom has had this.
Forever.
For a long time. You can tell by the coffee stain.
Is there a coffee stain? Yeah. I thought that was just like part of the picture.
The design element. You know what? Honestly, actually...
I think it is. I was going to say I don't drink coffee. How would I have a coffee stain?
As I was saying that, I was looking at the back and I was like, there's a coffee cup back here and coffee beans all over the... Anyway.
So pretty.
I'm going to be making this with Magical Mollies.
Oh, magical. Oh, it's going to be so different, or so cool, because it's very different for you.
I can't wait.
That color is not a color you grab a lot, and it's so pretty and so you.
It's called Chakra.
Love it.
And it's really pretty. I know. I'm excited because I think I like wearing blue for some reason.
Blue looks really good on you.
Thank you.
It's the blonde, blue eyes. Do you have blue eyes or green eyes?
I don't know. They change.
Yeah, mine do too.
I
should know those things, shouldn't I?
I think my license says green, but more often they're blue.
Green. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's going to be what I'm going to be casting on this week. I hope. I say that now. Who knows?
Do you have the circular needles for it?
Yes, you gave me.
Oh, you're right. You do.
Oh, they're right here. I was going to say, I know I brought them up. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Elmo seems to be able to support his own head today.
Oh, he's
growing up.
He's slumped, huh, monkey? Oh, boy.
I'm an old boy. I'm an old man. Sorry.
So these are US 5s, and I actually don't know much about these needles. Mom, let me...
They're the Knitter's Pride.
Knitter's Pride.
They're 16-inch.
They're short.
I love... well, for 16 inches, you need a short needle, or else the really wire doesn't work. Like on my Hiya Sharps that I bought, this is 16-inch cord, which is ridiculous because you can't even... It doesn't allow itself to bend enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that's about because I have longer needles. So, whatever. It's okay.
Anywho, that will be one of my cast-ons this week. Fingers crossed. And
show that gorgeous bag. That other one Cindy made. Oh my gosh, this bag.
You guys wait until you see how many minis I have. So this is where I normally keep.
Is that the Lorax or is it Horton Here's a Who?
I think it's the Lorax.
Lorax. Did I call it a thorax? Lorax, whatever it is.
Potato.
So
potato.
The Lorax right there. Oh, I love it.
And look at all of the minis that are in here. It goes all the way down to the bottom. It's
so fun.
Banana pants. It's so much. And then I also
fun.
have this bag full of minis.
No, sir.
There's quite a few in there. Guys, they're just everywhere. I really need to get my sock blanket game on.
Oh, did you not finish the other one?
I didn't even cast it on.
You got to get on that one.
Frankensocks.
See, as you were weaving on all those ends, I just cast and made another one.
I don't know if I wove these.
You did. Oh boy.
This is the one exception.
Double fail.
No.
They're so fun to make, but I feel like that's like a trendy thing. Like I could see like this summer all of a sudden like being like, oh, I got to make those again.
For sure.
Like, and just make them and then not make them again for a long time.
It's one of those projects where when nothing else is going right, because you all have those weeks where it's like none of your knitting's working out, you have to frog something, you just have all these projects tucked in the corner. This is what you pick up and you cast on because you can't mess this up.
And the sock blanket. I think that's why I've been working on my sock blanket a lot. It's like I really can't focus and figure out what I really want to be doing. Yeah. That's what socks does for me and sock blankets. Because I really want to make a sweater, but I'm not ready. I've got all the yarn. I've got my stone cutter.
You do have your stone cutter.
And I just can't seem to go pick it up. I've got to.
I am so with you. Yeah. I thought I was ready for a sweater. I have 2 sweaters cast on for myself right
and
now.
They're both really good mindless.
I know, and I just can't do it. The purling is deterring me for the featherweight, and I looked up reverse knitting. Too many people say my tension is going to change, and I can't afford to...
I agree. I feel like that is such great car knitting. I feel like I would leave it in the car.
Purling.
You hate purling that much.
Purling.
So work on the boxy. Is that what it's called?
The worsted boxy.
Worsted boxy. Because that's not purling and enjoyable.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Again, we figured that out with you watching.
Guys, this is going to be...
I know. Do you have more knitting?
No, I'm done.
All right.
You go, because this is the revolution.
This is the revolution you're witnessing. I am starting. I'm really not, but I'm claiming it. The stitching. Hashtag.
Is
that how you do it?
Yep.
Hashtag. The stitching revolution. I am obsessed.
I need to become obsessed.
And I'm watching other people becoming obsessed with me. Let's be honest, they probably were obsessed and I just didn't know it ahead of time, so I claimed it.
Oh, look.
Yeah. So join the revolution. Hashtag stitching revolution. Might be the stitching revolution.
You know what? As long as I'm going to AC Moore, I'm picking myself up some stitching.
Nothing good there. Nothing. I would go to Michael's or...
Can sit comfortably now.
So, I am obsessed. It started with the stockings, the wedding gifts. That didn't really do it for me because although that's cross stitch, it's much bigger and it has a different feel. Even though it is definitely counted cross stitch, no two ways about it, but it's using a bigger fabric and goes quicker. It's different. It's easier on your eyes. However,
why is that, do you think?
Because of the fabric.
Oh, okay.
The fabric is just much easier.
Okay.
Even though it's an even weave and you're working over 2. So then I was like, we had a baby born. I got to hold him yesterday.
I will try and put the picture in here because
he's
so
gosh,
beautiful.
He's perfect. He's perfect. So Mr. Camden was born, and there will be a christening, I'm sure. And for Colton's christening, I made a stocking which I never finished.
Are you finishing it now?
Yes, it's almost done. So it made me say, how fun would it be at the christening to give Colton his stocking? Because let's face it, at 3.5, he's going to love his stocking.
He knows all about Santa.
Yeah. And have him help his brother. Like, he'll open them both.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cannot wait. Let's hope I finish them.
I'll have 2 gifts to open.
2 gifts. So, I dug out. Did I show this last week? I don't think I did.
Oh, you did either.
I dug
you
out.
showed the welcome sign.
This. Which is Colton's Noah's Ark stocking. It's done on a 28 count. It's just simple DMC floss, no specialty, overdyes, nothing. So beyond tedious, so hard on my eyes. Look at how so much of it is filled. So all I have left is this over here. So
and what's going there?
I believe it's 2 elephants and the other end of the ark.
Okay.
And then back stitching.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do believe the stitching fairies came in during those 3 years and did a lot of stitching for me because I did not realize I had as much done. Something I never discussed with my other people is when you are storing needlework, when you're not working on it, you should roll it.
Inside out?
I would do inside out just to preserve it.
And why rolling? So there's no seams?
No creases. I don't know. I just always trained myself to roll it when I put it in a bag. So that is Mr. Colton's. I would tell you the name. It came in a book. I bought all the pieces. And having said that, we'll talk a little about my embroidery, my counted thread passed because that was a question.
Yes, that was another one of our Ask Us Anything questions.
The other thing, I am committing cardinal sin number 1. Never leave a hoop on your project when you're not working on it.
Why is that?
Dirt.
Oh. Does it attract dirt?
Yes.
Oh.
Hoops create a lot of dirt.
Oh my gosh.
They just do. But, and I'm not a huge, I used to be a big in-hand embroiderer, and this fabric is very, what do you call
pliable?
that? Yeah, it's just very, there's not any stiffness to it whatsoever. So the hoop is making it easier for me, but I don't have it super taut in there because I'm a sewer, I'm not a stabber. Which means
I'm a stabber.
You're a stabber. Stabbing takes so much longer.
Yes, it does.
Sewing is working like this. You don't do the under, over.
I need to learn.
So much faster.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yep.
It depends. But anyways, so Mr. Camden is going to need a stocking. Oh my gosh. This just makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like I thought Noah's Ark made me happy. This
little guy
is, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. Hashtag the Stitching Revolution. Now this is a dimensions kit, which I'm not a huge kit person. I don't mean to sound like I don't do kits, but I do not like the quality of the material most often in kits. Now there are kits I do buy that the quality is there.
Mm-hmm.
This is the picture. Oh my gosh.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. Amazon. I was shocked. I got this on Amazon. Amazon has a lot. However, I knew when it came, I would not be using the backing, the Aida cloth, and possibly not the threads.
What is Aida cloth?
Aida cloth is what comes with it, and it's what a lot of cross-stitchers start with. And I say don't. Go right to an even weave or linen because it's easier. But people are convinced, I think a lot of people have been convinced that Aida's easier. And it's stiff. I wish I had it. I threw it out. I shouldn't have, but I did. It's just super stiff.
Oh, okay. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's just,
Are they very large holes?
Yeah, and it's like you go from, there's no hole in the middle, on the diagonal, which it's so hard to explain. With an even weave, if you have a quarter stitch, the hole is established for that quarter stitch.
Understood, okay.
And on Aida, that hole isn't
you have
to make it. It's so much harder. When I owned a cross-stitch framing shop for, I don't know how many years, 3-4 years, people would be like, well, I want to start with that. And I'd say, no, don't. And I would pull out a piece of even weave and let them try it. And they were like, oh, this is so easy. I'm like, yep, that's what you start with. Just like you start with socks. If that's what you want to start with, you start with socks. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. So I wasn't able to replace the threads because they didn't use a DMC or anchor, so I wasn't familiar with the numbers. Okay. So I couldn't just, like if they had them all, I would have just gone out and bought
DMC.
Yeah, but what do you call them when they come, like Hanks, whatever you call that?
I
know, what do you call?
Oh my god, what are those called?
Oh my gosh, skeins?
I know, I keep wanting to say skeins too.
I don't know. Anyway. I would have just out of being easier than keeping track of what was there, and I'm very familiar with those colors. So anyways, the thread has been fine, and I wish I had brought it over so you could see. They had it all labeled, so it's not like it used to be. You'd get this whole jumble of colors, and then they'd give you cards that you'd... It was hideous. These are all labeled.
So I just... a stupid question.
No such thing.
So you know how we were just trying to think of the name of them, like skeins or whatever those things are? Do you knit right off of it like that, or do you have to wind it?
I don't wind it. I pull right off of it.
And it doesn't create like any kind of...
Oh, it can, but I kind of am careful, so I know how to do it.
Okay.
So...
It's just, yeah.
So anyways, I'm using the threads it called for. I just replaced the fabric. My finisher will finish them, hopefully. And with nice fabric. This was a piece of felt on the back. And it's just like, really, I'm going to do all that work
for felt?
For felt? No, thank you. We're emergency snacking. So anyways, join the stitching revolution. We should have a thread.
We should.
We will do a stitch along once we can establish how we want to do it.
That was another recommendation through the YouTube comments?
Yes.
Genius. I forget what her name was, but
love the idea.
And we will totally facilitate that.
And can I just tell you, I mean, I will never put knitting down ever in a million years. Like knitting and stitching are, no, I never will. Never will. I will always be, and if I didn't have to finish these, I would be knitting more, but I'm kind of feeling the crunch of, I really want to finish these. But I will say in the summer is my favorite time to stitch because it's easy. The light in the summer is so good. You can be outside with great light because, and we've had a couple of people, or I've had people say, I would love to be stitching, but I can't see well enough. Go to a big even weave fabric, which is like a Lugana, a 25 count Lugana, which means when it's an even weave, you cut that number in half for stitches per inch. So it's not 25 stitches per inch, which I couldn't do if I had to. It's 12 and a half. And then I will just say one more thing about the fabric. The prime reason I would rather use an even weave than Aida, or Aida, however people say it. Mostly I don't like working with it on my hands, but it gives it such a richer look. The stitches.
Yeah.
The stitch definition is so much better. It really changes it completely.
It really looks like it looks like a fiber project as opposed to your coloring with thread, which I don't know if that translates well, but.
Well, it doesn't, like the fabric isn't accentuated, the stitches are accentuated, if that makes sense. Because if you look at a piece of Aida cloth, it depends on the project too. It's not to say I've never used it, I have. For me, it's really about the flexibility of the fabric more than anything. But if you look at a finished Aida piece, you won't see this fabric, which is just very even looking. You'll see the holes on the leftover fabric.
Yep, we're here. It almost looks tonal. I know it's not.
Yeah, it could be. It could be dyed. Some of mine used to be dyed. But yeah, so again, if you've never done it and you want to start a project and you go to a local shop and you've never done, now there are some people that are going to say, I love Aida cloth, and I totally get that. I totally get it. It's just not
your preference.
It's not my preference for in-hand working. It just doesn't feel good on my hands. But don't let anyone convince you that you have to get that because you've never done it. Say, no. Sue said I can.
Yeah.
That's all.
Sue says so.
Yeah. So join the stitching revolution. I am obsessed. I am loving it. I am having so much fun with it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love it. So that kind of segued into the question that was asked about your past. So you kind of touched on a lot of things where you owned a stitching and framing shop for, let's round up and say 5 years.
I think it was 3 to 5. I think it was 3.
Okay.
3 years. And then I went right into designing because I'm trying to think how that timeline went. Did I design before I owned the shop? No, I didn't. Did I?
Did you sell your designs at the shop?
No.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
Maybe not.
I feel like I would have been selling, but I learned a lot while running the store as far as about the industry and what was hot and what was not. And although when I had the business, all the beautiful overdyed threads were not there yet, or I didn't know of them. Maybe they were there, but I wasn't aware of them. But then I went right into designing, and I loved it.
Then you designed samplers, ornaments,
needle rolls.
Sachets.
Somebody on Instagram pulled up my very first design.
That's right.
It was hysterical. That was the design that started me. I did it, and I thought I'm going to publish it and see what happens. And next thing you knew, I was designing. So
it was a one-woman business.
I was. Well, I had a partner for a while. That didn't work out so well.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't.
I mean, working relationships are
yeah,
hard.
It's very hard as an artist. My personality, I have to say, we've had a lot of discussions about that. It's just, it's hard. It's hard. So, and the reason then I turned to knitting is because I was doing that for a living. So I needed something to relax. And then being the obsessive personality I am, I just was like, well, I can't do that anymore. I got to just knit all the time. But
Can
no,
you blame her?
honestly, the reason I gave it up was 9/11 happened. And I was traveling a lot, and Dad was traveling a lot, and that was really stressful. And I thought it's not fair to be two traveling parents, because Ben was pretty stressed over 9/11, I remember. So I kind of just let it go, and life got busy with you guys, and it was nice to have the time to not do it.
Yeah.
But I'm really being drawn back in.
And what better time?
I know.
You're
does
about to be
feel
empty
like
nesters.
I know.
For the first time in 30 years. Holy crap. Sorry about that.
Super exciting. Super exciting. And sad at the same time.
But exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
With a touch of a heavy heart, but just a touch.
But it's just such good timing.
It's perfect timing. It does feel like things are going places. I talked about the floss tubes on the other, remember I didn't really understand it, and somebody did send me a note that I have to really look at and understand.
I saw it too.
Yeah. I have to really go back and read it and process it, because I'm super curious. I may do a floss tube. I don't know what that means.
Who cares?
Fun.
Get in there.
Yeah, it's
Get
fun.
in there.
It's fun. So we'll see. But like I said, knitting is... It's so hard to love doing so many things, and I know all of us are in that same boat. Everybody says there's not enough time and hours in my day. And what I've discussed is, we haven't discussed, but my Periscope people and I think Connie in particular, we would like 2 sets of arms.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I don't even need 2 bodies, just 2
And
arms.
I don't even need them all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
But like, when I come home after work, let me just click them in.
You should do a drawing of that. Hashtag 2 arms, 4 arms.
6 limbs, 4 arms.
6 limbs, 4 arms. Can you imagine a stitching set and a knitting set? Or, let's face it, even a
painting, drawing.
Or even make dinner. And
oh, for sure.
So
it can be as functional as you choose for it to be.
Let's go for it.
Let's figure this out, guys. 4 arms. Ooh.
She's throwing Smarties.
I'm throwing the candy.
So that's that. Do you have any acquisitions?
No.
I don't either. It feels kind of good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like, well, this was an acquisition that went right to, oh my gosh, I love this.
It makes
me smile.
I'm going to start stitching today.
Yeah. You should go to either Michael's or Joann's to see
just
what
pick out
they
the
have.
pattern.
You can really buy a kit, and then we can replace the fabric, because I have enough to do those kind of things.
I'm going to join the Revolution.
There's another one I want that I can't talk about, because she may watch, and I'd like to do it for her.
Oh.
Yeah. I love it. Anything, we talked about this too. I feel like my poor Periscope people, I feel like
doubling up.
It's so hard, but when it comes to art, my goal is to make things that make you smile. People used to say that about my art journals when they'd look at the pictures. That just makes me happy. And that's kind of my goal, and this makes me smile. You can't not smile when you look at this.
It's so happy.
And I love backstitching.
Yes, it makes everything pop.
I love backstitching.
Well, so I feel like
we've done good today. We
all
kept
knitting.
it
Yeah.
within a good amount of time. That is a piece of it. Even if we can keep it to a good amount of time, it makes it
more manageable.
Yeah, for everyone. Let's face it.
For
an hour and a half.
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot. So yeah, guys, I hope you go off and have a great week.
Yes. Join the Stitching Revolution. Join the Stuffy Along. Join the Blanket Blitz. It's so hard to say. Blanket Blitz Cow.
I'm so proud of myself. I finished and posted, I think I posted and everything.
Yeah.
I have to check out
How many?
my 3 that I know for sure I posted in.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I'm so bad.
That's
I
wild.
think I might still have to post in KT's.
Yeah, you should double check that.
I have to check that out.
Because when does yours end?
I don't know.
I posted mine a long time ago, so I don't remember.
Yeah. Right now for knit-alongs, I'm focused on the blanket.
Me too.
Blitz.
Blanket Blitz cow. I'm trying
to.
I haven't dove into that, but I am definitely joining that.
It hasn't started yet.
Okay. Oh, good. So I still have time to plan.
Plenty.
That is Laura of the Fawn Knits podcast and Candace of Pin Feathers and Pearls are hosting that one. And it's just any cookie ape sock pattern that you want to do.
I got in under the gun for Candace's.
Oh, you got in?
I waited till the very last second. I'm the worst. It was done forever.
They were. I know.
I'm so bad.
It's
so much work.
Yeah.
So even when I say I'm joining a Cal and you don't see me post, realize I've knit it.
We just say that we're a part of the Cal, so we'll keep it going with the project.
It's just, for me, it's motivation and, know.
Well, and truly, I think that's the whole purpose. Like, I think the people that, at least for us, that like, we're hosting a Cal. If you don't want to post the Ravelry group, whatever. As long as we motivated you to start a stuffy. Yeah.
That's what it does for me. It gets me excited about something new. Like the Cookie A one, I'm just excited to get back to one of her patterns.
I'm trying to think, are there any other... This one I'm trying... I don't even know. I didn't double check for Julia. The Happy Knitting podcast. I
think I posted in that one too.
The Crazy Color.
I just watched her latest and I don't remember if it's over or not.
I'm going to double check it, but that's another Cal that, even if I don't post it,
you did it.
Doing it with you, Julia.
Yeah, just to motivate.
Yeah.
Motivate, keep us going. Not that I need a lot of motivation. For me, it's competition.
We are so the opposite in that way.
I'm so bad.
We are so the opposite in that way.
Not mean, just bitter.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. What's happening with this? Sometimes that happens and I just can't control it.
All right, we're going to go. Because we've done really well today. 1 hour and 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Woo. Have a lovely week. I feel like I talk too much.
No way, man. Guys, thanks for watching and spending time with us. Have a great week. Needles up.
Go out and conquer.
Be good.